So this is a tutorial of the point converter of digital data. There are three main functions. First, we have the single point converter tool, which is a free tool. The batch converter, which converts a large amount of points from longitude, latitude to northing, easting, or vice versa. And you can also add elevations, either from Google or Open Elevation. And the other premium function is create point grid, where you can create a grid of points in a certain area. And you can also add elevations from Google or Open Elevation. To use this tool, the way we first start, you probably know in which area you're working in. So let's say one of the recent projects I worked on was Arlington, Texas. So once you enter the area you're working in, then you can see the coordinate systems that apply in this area. You can use metric units or imperial. And let's say you have an address for your site. Let's say my site was over here. I could manually enter longitude, latitude if I have them, or I can click on the map and the longitude, latitude will show up over here. I can choose a coordinate system and then the northing and easting values will show up. Now, digital datum is designed to be smart. So the idea is if you have, let's say you have northing, easting and the coordinate system, but not the longitude, latitude, then it will suggest for you the correct longitude and latitude values. Let's say you have longitude, latitude, you have your coordinate system, but you don't have northing and easting, then it will suggest northing, easting. And let's say you have your northing and easting, you have longitude, latitude, but you don't know which coordinate system applies over here, then it will tell you which coordinate system applies. And it will show green check marks in order to show that everything lines up. Now you can even add a scaling factor if you want. Let's say I add scaling factor, then it will show you what are the suggested northing and easting values that line up with the scaling factor. You can also add the scaling factor line, which represents the series of points for different scaling factors. So as you move the scaling factor, the points show up on this line. Now, one of the functions you can do is print a report in PDF and it will show you a summary of what you have entered. Okay, so let's talk about the batch conversion. So after you click on batch conversion, the first thing you see is the coordinate system that you selected before, and then it gives you some instructions on how the CSV should be done. You should have either longitude, latitude with the headers saying longitude, latitude, or northing and easting. I'll show an example of how the file should look like. So this is an example. You have headers longitude, latitude, and the values. So I will upload this CSV file. Now I can add elevations from Google or Open Elevation or from both. This is what the sample results would look like. If we're happy with these sample results, then you can enter your email to receive also the file by email. After payment, the file is automatically downloaded and you can see your file over here. And this is what the file looks like. Over here, you can see the comparison. It converted longitude, latitude to northing and easting. It added also elevations from Google and elevations from Open Elevation. I have found that elevations from Google are usually more accurate, but of course, they cost a bit more. Now we will look at the create point grid. So in this area, you'll see the point that you previously selected. Over here, you can change the area of the point grid. You can make it larger or smaller. And you can also put the point density. If you would like more detail, you increase the point density, but of course, this comes at a higher cost. You can include elevations from Google or from Open Elevation. It shows you what the sample results would look like. You can enter your email if you want. It then shows the payment summary. You continue to payment. And after you pay, it will process your request. It will add point grid, create the point grid, and send it to your downloads folder. Now, if you open this point, you can see the points with longitude, latitude, northing and easting, and elevation. And that covers the functions offered by digital data. I hope you find them useful.